Welcome back, Ravens Nation, to another episode of Flock Talk. Today, we got a very interesting video. Deandre Hopkins was recently on the I Am Athlete podcast and was asked about Lamar Jackson before his contract was signed, requesting from the Ravens to either get like an Odell Beckham or a Deandre Hopkins to play with. Because let's face it, I think Lamar Jackson came to the point in his career when he realized he'd hit. I don't want to say. Yeah, I'll say he hit a ceiling in his passing abilities with the weapons he currently had. It's one of the biggest knocks that people had. I know fans had on Baltimore was not giving Lamar, and I don't want to disrespect the receivers that have been there or anything like that, but we can all agree they were not the premier receivers in the league. So I think that was really holding Lamar Jackson back from his potential and what he could be, and it's made a lot of people view Lamar Jackson as just a running quarterback. And it's ridiculous because if you've watched Lamar Jackson, you know how not true that is. But like any quarterback, you need to surround them with solid weapons. What would Joe Burrow be? And I'm not disrespecting Joe Burrow because I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But what would he be without Jamar Chase, without T. Higgins? Put him with the weapons that Lamar has played with since he's entered the league and see if he is half as respected as he is today. I think the answer to that is an obvious no. And again, Joe Burrow's a great quarterback, so I'm not knocking him. But anyways, I'm going to play the clip for you guys, and then I'll react to it from there.
I love Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's one of my favorite athletes, and since I've been watching sports, I'm a sports fan. So I was watching Lamar when he played Clemson, my alumni. And I was like, who is this kid? So I've been a fan of Lamar for a long time. So obviously he's one of the greats. And, I would be lying to sit here and say, it wouldn't be an honor one day, if my career allows me to play that long, to play with a great guy and a great quarterback like Lamar. You want to play with some of the best quarterbacks, that's out there. And Lamar is obviously one of those.
You heard it straight from DeAndre Hopkins' mouth. Lamar Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. One thing I want to point out here to all the people that say, well, nobody wants to go play with Lamar. He's just a running back. First of all, did Odell Beckham signing there when there were several Super Bowl contending suitors that wanted his services when he chose the Ravens? Did that not slightly change your mind? If that didn't, maybe this will. Another elite receiver in the NFL said, this dude's one of the best, and I would like, if my career allows, to play with him at some point. Now, I believe he's under contract for like 2 more years, and I think it's going to come down to it's not going to work out. I don't think the Ravens can afford the salary, and plus they'd have to trade, and I don't know what asset they would trade. Right now, I really like our receiver room. Of course, if you can get a guy like D-Hop in the room, that would be absolute dynamite. Just close your eyes for a minute and just picture DeAndre Hopkins added to this receiver room. I don't have to, but I'm going to go through the list again. Odell Beckham Jr., Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers, Devin Duvernay, Nelson Aguilar, Isaiah Likely. If DeAndre Hopkins got thrown in there, I mean, that is elite. That puts you up in the top tier in the entire NFL in your receiver rooms. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen this year. Maybe in a couple years when he becomes a free agent, we'll see where we're at. But look, I think bringing in Todd Monken is going to put a much bigger emphasis on the passing game. And we're going to see a Lamar we haven't seen. Okay? There's a reason they parted ways with Greg Roman. Greg Roman did good things, but the offense was very stagnant. It was predictable, and once it became playoff time, it was simply not effective. You need to be able to throw the ball effectively, and I believe that's why they brought Todd Monken in. That's why they revamped their receiver room, and I wish they could pull D-Hop in with them, but it's not going to happen. But we can all dream. But look, I love where we're at right now, Ravens fans. But I will say we need to be patient, especially at the beginning of the season. Right now, I feel the enthusiasm, I feel the excitement from the fans, and I'm right there with you guys. But we need to also have realistic expectations. Day one, when they trot out there against the Houston Texans, it may be a little rusty. Okay, we may sit back there and be like, ooh, This is not what I was expecting. But it's okay because they have 17 games to get it right. Probably not that many because if you want to make the playoffs, but you get the point. They have time to get it right, and I believe they will. They have the right pieces there. I think John Harbaugh is one of the best coaches in the league, and I think they're going to get it right. And of course, one of the most hyped up pieces in Zay Flowers. I'm super hyped for that pick. I think that he has an incredibly high ceiling, but again, we need to be patient with him. He's young, and we can't be expecting him to go out there and absolutely ball out. But again, I think he's going to turn out to be really good. I think this offense is going to gel really nicely as the season goes on, and they have the potential to be one of the best in the AFC. So I'm going to quit my rambling here, guys, before this video gets too long. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you like to see D-Hop added to this, what I consider already really good receiver room? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, make sure you leave a thumbs up, help the channel, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.